LEGO Barad-dûr has dropped and we finally have Sauron as a minifigure in his second age look from the movie, and while the set is fantastic and the Sauron minifig is nice, I'm highly disappointed with how LEGO decided to make him. I understand LEGO wanted their own take on Sauron's look, but this is the one minifigure that they should not have done this with, because it's resulted in him looking less badass and threatening than what he should have. There's a bunch of custom Sauron minifigures you can buy from the internet, and half of them look better to his movie appearance than the actual LEGO one, which is palpable. I understand LEGO wanted a creative freedom and their own take on him, and maybe wanted him to look more LEGO, but why? They made the mouth of Sauron to look identical to his movie image, so why couldn't they do that for the Lord of the Rings himself, the most important and influential character in all of Tolkien's legendarium? Why is the helmet molded with the shoulders? He can't turn his head and this looks weird as hell. If the purpose of that was to make Sauron look taller than the rest of the minifigures, it didn't work. If you wanted it to work, you should have made it with long arms and legs, like it should have been. Furthermore, his helmet should have had holes in the nose area, like he does in the movie as well. The helmet issues could have been avoided if he just had long arms and legs, because then his body proportions would have looked accurate. Speaking of which, that is the other huge problem I have with this minifigure, and as I've seen, most other people have criticized this as well. Why on earth does he not have long arms and legs? A Harry Potter set just came out that has Madame Maxine, who is an almost background character in the movies and books of Harry Potter, and they gave her long legs and arms, but Sauron isn't worthy of that, I guess. His mace design is also extremely lazy. It looks like they gave zero effort to that, because it's literally a stick with two rocket-like studs that anybody could have made using their Legos from their attic. I like how they made his custom mace right in the LEGO video games, I think the LEGO Dimension video games, and even in the Rivendell set where they showed him wielding his mace. But they just gave up on that and decided, alright, let's just put a stick in like something that slightly resembles a normal mace and we'll call it a day. Here are the changes that I'll make to my LEGO Sauron with my custom Sauron. I'll basically combine some of the custom Sauron pieces I have to the actual one, and you'll see how much better it fits, even when all the pieces don't align, when they're not the same spray. You see, when I get the long legs from my custom Sauron and I put them on the actual Sauron, and some people say, well, it wouldn't have looked right, it would have looked out of proportions. I completely disagree. It just fits perfectly. And when you remove the short arms and put the long ones, it fits even better. It's such a weird decision that they did with this. I don't know why. I don't know if it was some kind of a I don't know if the people who were personally responsible for designing it had the decision for that, or if somebody else made them do it like this, but it was not the right way to go. Even now, he's not complete yet, as you can see, and he already looks way better. Sauron is a tall, menacing person, and now when you put the actual official helmet in, it looks way bigger, better in proportions than how it would have and how it does look with the actual one that they made. And when you put in his custom mace, this is the result. It just looks way better. The proportions now fit his actual helmet and his long legs and arms. Why is it so hard to make this? Why was it so hard to make this? I don't understand. It's just, in my opinion, it's just such a way better choice. And even with the cape, you can like make a bigger cape, combine two capes or something like that. But this just now when you I've put here a Palpatine keychain, because I didn't want to bother searching for the other goblins or whatever, but you can see when you put a normal sized minifigure next to him, this is how it looks like. He looks way bigger than, and this is how it should have been always. Now, this is my personal take, but I think they should have made the helmet separate from the shoulder piece, and the helmet itself should have been way more accurate to the movie version, like the mouth of Sauron was. You'll see right now in this video where I combine my custom Sauron helmet with kind of the combined minifigures of both, and I just think it looks way better. He has the holes in his nose and in the eyes. The spikes, this is a 3D printed black with a black resin helmet, and it just looks way better in my opinion. Now, you could argue that the other helmet, the official Lego helmet, looks slightly more Lego, but I just this is way better, and you can even see it in all the previous portraits of Sauron from the Lego video games and even the Rivendell set. It looks almost like this one here, or fully like this one here. It might be taken from here. It just looks way better in my opinion.